So I've been reading through the comments from last episode, and a couple of them were actually really, really handy. So one of you pointed out that actually the magic rate, I was looking on the wrong screen, is up here. So we can clearly see that because of the undead, he's basically spending way too much mana. 0.58 mana gain and 1.58 mana cost. So expect a lot of these undead to die. Was kind of expecting that anyway, to be honest with you, so not a big deal. We've also got 8 points available. Jesus, that battle did well for our XP, huh? One thing one of you also suggested using the new stack system would be to simply set, for future enchanting, one wonder in each pile, and then having multiple piles of that. So, in theory, Bonnet Bigly is right now, there we go, dropping those off into the pile, just to make our life easier. And I've also unlocked this door to allow anyone into Bonnet's bedroom. Obviously, it's his bedroom, so he'll be the one spending the most time there. But for future reference, we can actually get those gems in the right place as well, so that's fairly handy. I'm going to set that to be quite low priority then. We'll just set it to be normal. Total stat limit 1. What would that do? One of each, maybe? I mean, that seems a bit pointless. I'm not going to do that. But for the actual gems, obviously, that's a great idea. So thank you for that. Very good shout. What else have we got? Conservation. Decreases the energy cost of any spell by 5%. Not bad. Acceleration. Cooldown ability of any... cooldown time of any ability by 5%. These are our biggest gems. These are obviously the medium level gems. The only one above it is major. Unfortunately, we got very lucky that they're also both fairly useless. Now, what do we need for the major ones? As I recall, we're still nowhere near anything like that, are we? That would be absurd. Like, Bonnet Bigly having a 15% bonus to regen is just insane. What do we need for that? Crafting 14, Intellectual 8, Artistic 5. Well, Bonnet Bigly is nowhere near that, is he? Artistic, incapable, so not possible. Who was the closest one to being able to do that? I've got to think now. Let me just double check. The other thing I did that I completely forgot to fix was I set all of the undead to be able to help tidy this up as soon as possible, and dug some more mass graves as well. I set the all undead to be unrestricted, so I imagine everyone's a little bit pissed off that they've got undead running around the base, but I do need to fix that as soon as possible. Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's not ideal. So let's get everybody back to Undeadburg, where they should be. Not interacting with our glorious citizens here. Right, besides Bonnet. Where's Bonnet? Bonnet, you get unrestricted. I might also still want to restrict them back to their selected areas as well, making sure that our regular colonists aren't heading over to Undeadburg to help out, otherwise that would just piss them off some more. Right, there we go. And then it's Area 1, right, that everybody else should be? Yeah, that seems about right. Why can that not be hauled? I will never, ever get my head around some of the mechanics in this game. It just doesn't seem to work. Priority critical, minor arcane gem of wonder, stat limit 1, right? Does that make sense? So there's only, in this stack, one arcane gem allowed to be hauled here. Yet when I go to the arcane gems here, which are in a lower priority stockpile, right click and try and haul them, no empty accessible spot configured to store it yet. Very clearly, in Bonnet Bigly's big boy bedroom, there are 4 slots available for these goddamn gems. I would never understand this game sometimes. Whenever I think I've got it, I clearly don't, because I have a feeling this is probably me. I just don't understand why that wouldn't allow us to haul that. What about now? Nope, we actually just can't. That's so weird. I just don't understand it. Can he actually get into his bedroom? Is that the issue? No, but he can definitely get into his bedroom. It's just fucked up. I don't know what the hell is wrong with it. It could be any one of the many thousands of mods we got going on right now, so I'm not that concerned. Just go ahead and drop on the floor. What about now? What if we... Nope, no empty spot configured to stall it. Well, that doesn't make any sense at all, because we've clearly got 2 empty spots. Yeah, this one could take it as well, and now it just won't work. Cannot... Minor arcane gem of wonder. Hang on. In conclusion, who fucking knows? Okay, so we want to save those up to obviously start work on getting some enchantment going. What I've also done as well... Oh god, are the horses and the rhinos eating the pipeweed? Well, that's not good. We want to set the... So the animals are in toxic area right now, aren't they? Let's go ahead and clear them out of that. No eating my pipeweed. No eating my psychoid. That's not for horses, nor for rhinos. So what we do want to do is still try and carry on work on those other gems using pots. Now, unfortunately, that's going to take a very, very long time. What I have done is I've set up the job disassemble apparel on these workstations here so that Potts can continue buffing up his tailoring stat in the hopes that eventually the crafting gets to stage. I mean, he's 8.85, a couple more levels, and he actually is going to be able to churn out some of those higher level gems for us. Now, I haven't done this actually since the raid, but we should probably go ahead and level everyone up as well, because I imagine we are long overdue for a raid. Now, we are on Hildegard as well, so the next raid we get might be quite powerful. So, Bonnet Bigly, well, I'm going to spend all of your points on the Death Bolt, because that thing, I think, actually saved us last time. Do like the Fog of Torment as well. That honestly seems fairly good. Apparently it heals up the undead. I'm going to assume Bonnet Bigly is undead. Fingers crossed. So increase the radius of it with that one. That one reduces the mana cost. This one increases the damage. Also increases the amount undead are healed by 50% per skill level. This sounds so useful for when we go on those single Bonnet Bigly raids. Okay, you, my boy, get more Shadow Bolt, because Shadow Bolt is also incredible. Oh, man, Clarity would be better, though, wouldn't it? Mana rate recovery, decrease the mana cost of all abilities by 2.5%. I'm going to go for that one first, just because it seems all around the most useful. Honestly, with the Summoner, I'm not entirely sure which one to go for. I don't think any of them are particularly fantastic. What is Arcane Molding? Summons a defensive pile and an automated defense turret. Why don't we try that one? Why don't we at least see what it's like, huh? Duration by 2 minutes. Base duration is 4 minutes. That seems a fair amount. Decrease the mana cost by 8%. Oh, that's a huge. That's really, really significant. That's a 24%. Almost a quarter of the original mana cost disappeared there. That's pretty great. Increase the range and power. Also seems pretty good. I think those could be... I think I've definitely overlooked that one. Resident Sleeper on the power pylons there. Okay. Soothing Breeze. You guys have told me many, many times this is very, very good for preventing mental breaks. We'll definitely go for that one. Vricko can't do anything because Vricko's wasted all his mana on coolers. Not much of a surprise there. The Jew, what have you got? You guys have been saying that the Blood Mages are so powerful I need to give them more of a chance. And honestly, I don't really understand how to use them, but I would definitely give it a go in the future. What does Blood Moon do? That calls for demons or whatever. Sure. I think we'll go with Clarity, just because, again, Clarity seems very, very useful. Both Clarity and Focus I'm a big fan of. Madalore. So, with Madalore, I need to test this out. And we're actually going to do this next. We're going to make a mental note, or probably even a physical note, to test out these different things. Hover over the skill. So, yeah, we hover over this one, isn't it? And we can convert gold, magicite, herbal medicine, jade, wood, steel, silver, or iron. Any of those we can convert into magical artifacts now, so we should definitely do this as soon as possible. I'm going to use Clarity and Focus again with this one, just so we can actually use that spell more frequently. The Fire Mage also has an equivalent spell that the Ice Mage has. It has Ray of Hope, rather than the Soothing one, which also does the same thing. Mood decrease +7 there, which is obviously great. A couple more Fire Mage and a couple more Ice Mage. I think we can keep the colony going just with their sort of fiery and ice magic. Yeah, I just thought I'd very quickly go through some of these other pals that we haven't seen yet. Sure, have Valiant Charge, whatever. And the rest are all undead. Right, there we go. Problem solved. No, we've got Reginald Elkip. I don't know why these boys always end up below the undead bar. It never makes any sense. Right, let's move you two up. There we go. Elkip, I don't think you've got anything. Oh my god, he actually does have some more points here. Yeah, these are pointless because that's stamina. He actually needs hate, doesn't he? Not a big fan of that. Alright, let's go for Unrelenting because Spite has proven to be very, very good for us before. And Skullduggery, you guys have been saying use Overwhelm. Oh, he's got no points anyway. So, now, while I'm remembering, let's actually test out this this Enchanter's Stone Power we've got. So, why don't we try the first tier ones and just work our way up? So, we have Steel, Silver, or Iron. Let's try it out on all of them. Do we have any Steel? I don't think we actually have any Steel. We might have to go and churn some out, but that's fine. Right, so, Iron. Oh, okay. Amulet of Minor Protection. That seems pretty cool. Wait, can she just do this over and over? Oh my god, the cooldown on it is massive. And everyone we make, it reduces the max MP by 20%. Okay, fair enough. Right, okay. What does this one do? Increases the wearer's defenses. Oh, that's it. So it just gives us 7% extra armor. This one's also enchanted, which does nothing to it. Can we cancel that? Can we get rid of... Yeah, dismiss enchanters. Let's get rid of that, because that's not very good. I can only assume then that obviously the high tier ones are going to be the more powerful ones, right? So enchanting, what is it? Magicites. Magicite and gold. That's what I think we should save up for. My god, I didn't realize the cooldown was going to be this ridiculous. I'm sorry. Oh, but look at that though. New recruit. Oh shit. Crosis promised to communities to Christiana and asked her to join. She accepted. Now she, as I recall, is a sharpshooter, isn't she? Where is she? Christiana. Or nothing. Magically gifted instead? Yeah, magically gifted. Okay, so you need a scroll as soon as possible. Now, what class do we really want? Could leave it up to chance again. Go for something completely random, which I think would be fun. Apparently, you guys were saying priests are incredibly good healers, but terrible in combat. Like, really, really awful in combat. I don't know. I would kind of like to get a priest, though, because it's something that we haven't seen yet. We could play it safe and go for like another summoner, which the ultimate for the summoner seems very good. We could go for another ice mage, fire mage for the soothing abilities, reduce the mental break risks. Now I'm going to go with the Taunt script. I'm going to go with the Torann script and see what we end up. Alright, let's go ahead and write in our eel skin book, and hopefully we can get that priest, because again, I think that'd be very, very cool. Sorry, you might as well go about your business, because apparently this is going to take a very... 600 seconds, good god. Well, at least we can try it a couple of times per episode, as long as I remember, so that's not too terrible. Where are you? Hello, there you are. Right, the book is written. Let's see what we end up with. No, don't read the druids about you big shit. Read this one. What did we get? Oh shit, she's a summoner. Oh, she's another enchanter. Hey, that seems pretty good, though. Alright, I can't complain too much about that one. Doesn't seem too terrible. A little bit shitty, but seeing as it's got that 20% mana cost upkeep, having multiple enchanters actually might be a good thing, because it means we can give Bonnet Bigly all the gear, and sort of spread the cost out over a couple of different characters, rather than nerfing Mandalore into the ground. This has answered so many of my questions. I wish I'd have looked at this earlier. So we've got the mod settings for Rimworld of Magic. In here, there is, more importantly, the Elemental Rift difficulty, which I've cranked up to 3, because I thought that would be fairly useful. There's also Magicite drop chance, which is independent of the quarry, so I imagine this is interacting with the quarry, not as it should be, and is giving us way more Magicite than we should get otherwise. We've also got XP multipliers, that type of thing. Everything else looks fine, but cranking that up to hard, I think, is actually going to give us the challenge we've been looking for. I think I'm going to have to get rid of some of these corpses, because the game, from what you can see here, is running, I'm bearing in mind I'm on speed 3 as well, not speed 4. Your item, awful mana weave, arcane hood is infused. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it's not handling this well at all. I think there's just too much stuff going on. I honestly think it's mostly down to those fucking summons that he's got, so I'm actually going to turn those off, because those boys, their pathfinding is just terrible, and I think it's going to slow the game down significantly. Okay, so let's go dismiss Undead, and let's blast a couple of them here. Now, what's his magic looking like? We'll do it until Bonnet's mana is back to where it should be. I feel like that's probably the best thing to do for it. So 0. Oh man, we've still got to get rid of like 5 of the fucking things. But hey, at least it'll help the game run a little bit faster, so I can't complain too much. Goodbye, thank you for being here. Should probably check which ones are the best cooks before I just start blowing them up. Oh shit, have I just blown up all the good cooks that we had? To be fair, they weren't all... Anybody with the skill of 5 is fine. So don't blow up McDaniel, Adams, or Ulo Ravaraga. Everyone else, though, don't really care about them. Right, Gamley. Goodbye, Gamley, son of Gloin. You are gone. Terry, you can go as well, because I don't like your name. Goodbye, Terry. Don't know why they're all carrying around bread, either. How's Bonnet's mana? Oh, he's broken even. I mean, I would like him to start regaining mana manually, so we're going to get rid of Salen as well. There we go. And he's actually got a little bit of mana again now. Okay, I feel like that was probably the best thing for it. Let's go ahead and allow all. And then Bonnet, you can go about your lovely business. Does that help things out? No, the game is still a stuttery piece of shit. But that's okay. Hopefully, again, I think it's his minion. Look at, just watch this minion. What is it doing? Why is it doing that? I might just go through and manually destroy them all, because I have a feeling they are really screwing things up here. Yeah, unfortunately, even after doing a cleanup with runtime GC, even with getting rid of all of this crap up here, like just all the gear that I had just dumped there, rotting away, even after getting rid of some of the undead, game is still running at a crawl, even on speed 2 as well, which is the unfortunate thing. Like, it's not, as you can see there, there's serious stuttering. As much as I'd love to be a lot more ambitious with this series and do some real crazy stuff, I think we're on our last legs here, so... It's time that we give him a proper swan song, and no, not just Bonnet Bigly overdosing. I do think we need to see it out here, because unfortunately I think we've really, really pushed the game to the limits with this one. Kind of weird, considering that I think we did a lot worse with Gene Corp, yet for some reason it's... Look at how much it's struggling right now. Even if we go ahead and clean up, you know, everything with the game cleaner here. Let's reclaim memory as well. Look, it's really done nothing to help. So, not much more we can do here. I think... It may be time to see the series out, as I said. So what we're going to do is take Bonnet Bigly. We're going to send him on his mission. I think it's time for Bonnet to go on his one-man mission into the Abyss. Go and destroy some colonies, hopefully by himself. He can take the Undead with him as well, and we'll just let everyone else sort of do their own thing at the base. Fingers crossed the base won't get too badly destroyed while we're gone, but if it does, it does. It's all about Bonnet now. This is about Bonnet's final adventure off into the sunset by himself. And by himself, I mean, we're going to send all of the Undead too, because they're slowing the game down too much. Right, okay, who have we got? Basically, everybody is fine. I'd like to give them some weapons, though. So before we actually form the caravan, I will give them a bunch of stuff to help things out here. Right, so that is all of the Undead, isn't it, huh? Right, good. And then, obviously, the main man himself, Bonnet Bigly. That's all we need. Don't need food. No exit direction for caravan chosen. Understandable. We're going to head back over to the base that we attacked last time, but this time I know how to use Bonnet a little more effectively. So that's what we're going to do. Let's get our Undead well equipped. So what I've done is in this area specifically left behind all of the enchanted stuff, because I figured that's probably the best gear to leave behind, right? So we're going to get these boys to grab all of what they can, and then we'll send them on their way. Oh, this is it. I'm excited for this, because I feel like this is going to be very action-packed, and I think it's going to be a great story of Bonnet Bigly's ultimate revenge against all these people who sort of drove him to the edge, drove him to turn himself into a horrendous lich. Goodbye, Bonnet. Goodbye, squad. Bonnet, take one last look of your domain, because you may never return. This could be a suicide mission, but my god, we're going to take as many of them as we can with us. Goodbye, Bonnets, bro. You've been good to us. Off we go, Bigly. On to your adventure with your undead minions. Meanwhile... Oh, you know what? The game's running a lot faster now, so I'm not going to say this was a good idea, but, you know, I feel like it might have been. Right, so, we'll take everyone else, just unrestrict them. There's no more undead, and they obviously need to run the farms and keep themselves not dying, preferably, so I'm going to unrestrict everybody. There we go, and we'll go and set up... we've already got harvesters and growers set up, haven't we? I'm going to set up Crusaders as well to do that. Nice, okay. Are these guys capable of keeping hold of the base by themselves? To be honest with you, probably not. No, I think they're probably going to get murdered. Why don't we test out Mat R1.0's magical ability then? There's a lot of magicite lying around in Undeadburg, like actually ridiculous amount of magicite lying around in Undeadburg. So we're going to take her up here. I guess it probably wasn't the minions then, because we've sort of had the whole campaign with no issues. So I'm actually going to go ahead and summon a couple more of those just to help haul things around. They definitely don't help, but I don't think they were the cause. So go ahead and just put down a couple of them there. Right, Mat R1.0, come and enchant some magicite. Let's see what we get out of this then. So as this is the highest tier, insufficient material for artifact. Right, okay. Well, there's 2,800 out here, so this should be pretty good. Oh, shit, that puts on cooldown even if it doesn't succeed. There are certain things with this mod that I just absolutely hate. That's one of them. That's one of them. That's just not fun at all, is it? Remember when I said, hey, we'll see what Mat R1.0 can do this episode? Twice in a row, it's been extremely lackluster. Yeah, that's not fun at all. Thanks, game. Holy shit, I'm pretty sure we have enough arcane hoods at this point, team. I think we can probably stop. Right, let's go and get everybody equipped with the arcane hoods. Besides, I guess, our sharpshooter and our warrior. I guess those boys probably don't need it, huh? So who's our sharpshooter? What happened to our sharpshooter? Did our sharpshooter die and I just didn't even realize? I think that is the case, isn't it? Yeah, rest in peace, sharpshooter. I honestly don't even remember who it was. Guess they weren't that important then. Doesn't matter too much. Right, so everybody come and get yourselves a hood. Reserved by Insane Nigel. Insane Nigel... Oh, no, Insane Nigel is supposed to have one. Sorry, that's my mistake. Right, come and wear this one. Insane Nigel, you can come and wear the... Okay, no. Come and wear... Reserved by Mark. Oh, for fuck's sake. But reserved by... God damn it. Okay, come and get your hoods. For the love of God, please put these hoods on. Don't leave me to my own device. I can't be trusted. Right, there we go. Okay, who else are we waiting for? Drake, come and grab this one. And that should be absolutely everybody done then, besides Mark, who will also come and get a hood. Right, okay. This is a good start. Now, all we need to do is, obviously, churn out a bunch of arcane mage robes, but those take so long. Like, an insane amount of time. We could be waiting a very, very long time for that. By that time, the series could have ended. So, Jimbo, what the fuck, my dude? Did he actually just come in and immediately take off his hat? Don't ever do that. Oh, we're offering them gifts? No, I don't want to offer them gifts. We want to attack, you fool. Bonnet is there. I'm going to check how much time we got left on this episode. If so, if we've got time, we'll obviously launch into it. If not, we may wait until next time to see how Bonnet does. Really, this episode's only been 18 minutes. I don't know why, but it feels like for me it's been fucking ages. Probably because for me it has been, you know, absolutely ages. Right, so this is one we attacked last time, wasn't it? And they've rebuilt quite significantly since then. This one looks so cool. Look at this base they've got going on. Right, so let's attack them in different units. They all do count as separate little squads here. So, for example, if we attack this one and they start fleeing, these two will not flee. And, you know, vice versa applies there. Alright, so as per usual, here's the plan. Bonnet at the back. Undead, move in. If we could maybe catch them on a choke point, that wouldn't hurt. Let's move in around here. Now, I want to take this very, very slowly. Relationship. The sister of Skullduggery. And the mother of Black Sheep. Whoever the hell... Oh, shit. She's one of the undead. Well, that's incredible. Right, okay. Come and stand here. Let's lure him over. Bonnet to the back, obviously. Consume some corpses, kill some enemies. The usual stuff. Oh, there we go. We're already in there. Good work, team. Right, search and destroy range. Go for it. Take him out. Search and destroy melee as well. Fuck it. Why not? Let's just go all in. I mean, it's not like we can't just immediately resurrect people, so it doesn't really matter that much. Oh, this is good. This is going incredibly well thus far. Right, move a bit closer, Bonnet. Get ready to raise some undead for us as well. Now, if we have to consume corpses to maintain them, it really doesn't matter that much. Are we doing okay? Lirin is dead. Right, replace the numbers. Get those numbers back up, Bonnet. Did that work? Oh, right, still casting. Sorry, give him chance. Get the numbers up, Bonnet. Boom. There we go. Okay, we're back in the fray. Deathbolt these ones. Was sending a single man out to go to war a terrible idea? Yeah, probably. Yeah, in hindsight, this was probably just a goddamn atrocious idea. Right, we need to raise some more undead. Oof, careful. Owie, my bones. Let's get a corpse eaten. Go and eat that one to get some mana back. Right, now we can raise some more undead, right? Yep, 22%. They're fleeing. They are fleeing. We have done it, team. Bonnet can pick off any of the stragglers here, and he should be absolutely fine. If he gets injured, he just eats a corpse. Did you see him flick his wand around there? That was cool. Look at that. Holy shit, that's awesome. What a guy. He's got such style. He has such grace. This boy has a Bonnet face. Alessa, you're done for. Take him out, Bonnet. No, Bonnet's... Oh, no, he actually is. That one is really not very accurate. Death Steve. Steve has been beaten to death. Look at this armor we've got, though. This is a net gain. Who cares if the undead are dead? Because, oh, shit. This is a new faction. Oh, God. Oh, God, I didn't realize the other ones would aggro that quickly. Run, Bonnet. Oh, God, Bonnet. This could be... Oh, fuck. What have I done? I've made a horrible mistake. You need to fly away. Like, you actually need to get the fuck out of there, my dude. Use the ability. Oh, thank God. Oh, that was looking bad then for a second. Okay. Genuinely not great doing that. Terrible idea, to be honest with you. Oh, shit, that dude's moving fast. Bonnet, do me a favor and flee. What happens if we just immediately attack again? What happens if we do that? I need to learn these mechanics, because I honestly don't know how they work, and that should be evident, I think. Well, apparently, one of the other factions can immediately attack us as well. Just regenerates a whole new map, does it? Huh, that's a little bit annoying. Okay, so we can actually make no forward progress unless we win it every single time. Is he alright? He can't bleed out, surely. He's a lich. That's not how that would work. Right, okay, so... I wonder if that's just after a time they will attack. I wonder if they just, like, detect us there or something along those lines. I have no idea how this works. Anyway, we can keep testing. It's fine. As long as Bonnet's not at any risk, as long as we don't leave flight, as long as we've got flight off of cooldown, you can basically escape no matter what, right? Let's see what sort of long-range damage we can do with Bonnet Bigly then. So I'm actually going to Fog of Torment. Let's Fog of Torment here. Try and lure them through that area. They're going to come through there? I guess we'd have to aggro some first, right? Fucking Death Bolt them then. Get him, Bonnet. Go for the Death Bolt. Oh, what a shot. Holy shit, that was incredible. Brigands from the Shadow Crew. Is that all three of them? Yep, no, that's absolutely the case. Right, okay. I've learned how this works now. We cannot just, unfortunately, pick up a settlement at a time. It will be all of them that come in after us. So I think, by himself, Bonnet is going to be massively outclassed here, and we need to bring the undead with us. We need a big undead army, so it might just be a case of raising all of those graves we've got, giving them as much mana as possible, and just turning up with an absolute army. It's a little bit annoying that it regenerates when you re-enter, because it means you can never really make any progress. It would make sense if you attacked it, it generated it once, and you left, and then they slowly rebuilt, or they slowly got more colonists. Even if they just spawned in randomly, it wouldn't matter. But the fact that it completely randomly generates means that doing an attack like that, it's not going to work as well as I thought. So, if we send him in with all of the undead, and just use the undead specifically for warfare, it'll be fine, because obviously he can consume corpses to keep his mana up. If we've got a massive, massive army, we can just keep consuming corpses to try and beat the mana regenerate, or the mana loss, I should say. So we should be absolutely fine. Not ideal, though. Not going to be too easy. I think we can definitely destroy the Shadow Brigands. That is my goal for the series now, is destroy them before we wrap things up with it. Those boys have got to die. They've been our enemies for quite some time. They've posed the biggest threat. Short of also attacking the feudal nations, but the difference is the feudal nations are all the way over here. And for us to travel over there, it's going to take ages, but for them to travel to us, it's instant, right? It doesn't make any difference to the air, just spawn in. So, let's be a bit more careful about this. Worst case scenario, we lose Bonnet Bigly in a bravado attack. So we're going to eat some of the corpses out of these graves from the last raid just to quickly get ourselves up to a decent amount of mana. Then we're going to raise as many undead as possible. And then if it's looking like we're going to run out of mana, we're just going to eat a whole bunch of corpses again and try and regenerate a little bit. Can you stop burying my food, please? That's incredibly rude. Right. Let's just let him charge a plot. Oh my god, the game is stuttering again. Ah! Maybe it's Bonnet. Maybe Bonnet is the one doing it. Because when he left, it was fine. And now he's come back. The game is really not happy with us here. I don't know if it's recording on... no, it doesn't capture it on the record. But I have the Steam FPS overlay enabled as well. It constantly jumps between like 60 frames a second and 8 frames a second. Alright, let's raise the biggest army we've ever raised so far. This is going to be great. Now, the downside is they obviously might not have any weapons, which would kind of suck. What I also need to do is stop people burying these fucking bodies before I can actually do the things I need to do with them. Right, raise undead. Just get them all back up on their feet. Let the undead go and get themselves geared up or whatever. They can go grab themselves some weapons or at least help out with the base. Right, okay. Raise the next lot. Keep going, Bonnet. Don't ever stop. That's a fairly good start. It's not terrible. Right. What we'll do is we'll just get all the undead to use whatever weapons we've got left. Because I don't think we've got many at this stage. Right. We do have plenty of graves, though. More to the point, we have plenty of undead. Like, that's not really going to be an issue. Jesus, you fucking minions. The second... get out of here. Hey. What is it? Animals. Greater minion 2. Get the hell out of here. Stick to area 1. Get out of here. In fact, all the animals stick to area 1. Get out of Undeadburg. Don't ever come back. Right. Okay, so we want to raise undead, get these ones up as well. Man, this is cool. Holy shit, the mana drain on this is pretty ridiculous, I will admit. This is maybe a little bit too far with the whole mana drain thing. But as long as we eat the corpses faster, as long as fucking people stop burying the corpses Bonnet's trying to eat, then we would be fine. Anyway, 32, right, let's go ahead and just dig this one up and eat them quickly. Plenty of meals to go around, not a problem. Then when we've got up to a decent amount of mana, I think it's time we just go and attack immediately. Short of letting all these boys disintegrate before they actually get a chance out there in the world. Let's move these boys around a little bit as well. Right, are you all... is this all undead? No, you're definitely not undead. Get the hell out of here. Right, so these are all our undead, aren't they? So what I want to do is probably box around those boys. Draft them, get them into here. Do we have any more weapons? We really don't, do we? What are all the weapons? Oh, they're all up here. Yeah, okay. So all the shitty weapons I'm having dumped up there. We'll get to empty this one first because these are fairly useful weapons. Then all the others we will go and grab from that stockpile in the north. Bonnet, you just basically need to stand there and eat corpses constantly. That's your only job right now. Right, open this grave. There we go. Corpse consumption. What we could also do is just stand him next to the arcane capacitors to keep him constantly topped off. That's probably not a bad idea, actually. Well, that was trickier than I thought. The whole undead army is now kitted out. We barely had enough gear to go around here. In fact, we don't have enough armor. I'm just going to give them whatever the hell we've got just lying around here very, very quickly before we head off. Give them whatever chance we can. I feel like we're going to be fine, because all we've got to do, like I said, is just start getting some kills. And now that I know that they are going to attack us all basically simultaneously no matter what, we should be good. Right, so Bonnet is completely topped off on mana. No, in fact, he's topping off that on mana. Don't do that. Right, there we go. Okay, Bonnet is topped off on mana. We've got to start killing some corpses so he can eat the corpses as soon as possible so we don't lose the army. Send them off. This is ridiculous. This is like an actual undead army at this point, and I think this is going to be a hell of a battle we've got going on here. Right, okay. That is... oh my god, there's an absurd amount. This is ridiculous. Look at them all. Alright, there we go. There are some names that I recognize from before as well. Right, there we go. Sandra, of course. How could we forget Sandra? Who have we got here? Buldo was obviously one of the colonists we had. We had Thrimba, I recognize. That was the elf. Spoopy. Classic Spoopy there. Good, good, good. Okay, so we've got all of these boys. And then we go for Bonnet Bigly King as well. That's everything. And what I've also done is I've had to equip our other boys with the muskets. Not a big deal, because muskets are obviously very, very powerful. Equip them with the muskets so that we can use their old weapons, their old crossbows and crap, as armaments for our undead army. Off they go. Good luck, team. Oh, I do need to undraft them. Hang on, right. So undraft, boop, and undraft, boop. There we go. Just went on Bonnet now to undraft and go about his business, or freak out apparently. There we go. Okay, forming caravan. Look at that. Holy shit! What a fleet. What an absolute. Is that the right word? Is that the right collective noun for undead? A fleet of zombies. Look at them go. Anyway. Bonnet as their captain. This may be the last time we look upon Bonnets Pro, and I mean it sincerely this time because I actually know what we're up against, and I understand the mechanics of the raids a little bit more, and I understand that they won't just stand there and let us wipe them out systematically. Seems fairly alright. Okay, this is good. The actual base is running fairly smoothly. We've got apparently some spare leftover hoods, not a big deal. I did sort of overestimate however many we need, plus we've had 2 people die, and Reginald Elkip doesn't actually need one, so everything is good. We've got a spare musket as well. Does anybody need a musket? You need a musket. Come and equip that one. I want them all to have ranged weapons as their primary weapons and their sidearms as melee weapons. So that they'll basically use the warhammers only if they have to and if they're forced to. So let's make sure everybody's got a warhammer equipped as their secondary weapon here. There we go. And you as well. So you've already got one as a sidearm. You've got one as a sidearm. This is the gear I want for everybody. Warhammer musket. That seems like a very, very good setup. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I might also go for a staff as well. I think the staffs might be better than the muskets, but they're so expensive that we're not going to be able to do that for a very, very long time. But that's cool. I think those are some really good setups we've got going on right now. Thank you all for watching. We're going to have to leave this one here for today because I don't particularly want to get into this major, major siege with only a couple of minutes left to go, so we will leave that one there. Thank you all for that. Next episode, maybe one of the final episodes of the series. We're just going to leave Bonnet out there in the world now. I don't think he's ever coming back to Bonnets, bro. He has a whole army and has Conquest on the brain, which I think is fair because he probably doesn't have much of a brain left at this stage. The colony is looking pretty good. I'm really happy with how this has sort of ended up. It's not the nicest thing, and it's pretty inefficient in terms of defenses and in terms of the space we used up. I think it's pretty good nonetheless. A big shout out to all of the insane top tier level patrons making this series possible in the first place. Zachary Harris, Harik, Sean Thornton, Haydog, Sidini, Tim Bragg, Lolrus, Michael Mullen, Vacuous Bacchus, Josh Lindeen Tesla, Tyler Birch, Jacob Alexander Fenton, Pelvis Presley, Suna Kirito, Logan Thorne, Conspiracy, Jimbo, Orcswolf, Facundo Vasquez, Tom Terry 18, Escape, Average Gamer 419, and Jackson Movement. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for making this series possible in the first place. It's been a very good time. And a big shout as well to Nathaniel Lindbergh, Brennan Toniak, Euphrates, Jack Allen, Betimus Max, Panther Pearl, Gabriel Van Ders, Llewellyn Thomas, Nathan Flores, Joran DeVries, Haj Demar, Alpha Scuff, Kevin Saunders, Duncan 217, Zetman Dougall, Joseph Beard, Jordan Camel, Harry McGowan, Chris, Hancock, Sir Thor the Swede, Asro, Nick, Will Wade, Noah Gallimore, Fraser Brennan, The Insane Pickle, and Adam Person 2.